games.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait 1 second. So hold on a
What you
minute.
got?
So you're telling me that last show you're talking about how underrated Evanston, Illinois is, and now you're picking them to go in there and win. No, sir. No, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Nope.
it'll be a rock fight. 13-10, coach. It'll be a rock fight. I'm telling you, that's what always happens when teams go into Evanston. I'm telling you, it turns into a rock fight. They slow the game down. Northwestern's always able to play at a slow pace and kind of get the game where they want it. And which I don't think that Penn State will mind playing at that speed, because they just want to get the ball and run the ball downhill. And when it comes down to it, Penn State's going to have a better roster. So give me Penn State close, like 17-13, 20-10, somewhere in there. But then they play USC at home. That's probably a loss. I don't know, though, because Lincoln Riley on the road is atrocious. I mean, he's one of the worst road coaches in America. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, if for some reason USC is favored in that game, do yourself a favor, just blindly take Penn State. And that may be the whiteout game, but just blindly take Penn State in that one.
Yeah. And I'm glad you brought up that, because I was about to say I will almost guarantee you that will be the whiteout game.
Could be.
It'll be a night game.
Because you look at the rest
stadium,
of
it'll be electric.
You look at the rest of their schedule, though. I mean, so they go to Michigan the next week. So if they can somehow split those two games, if they can split the USC and Michigan games, then they have a bye. And this is how they finish their season. Purdue at home, at Washington, which could be tricky. Minnesota at home, Rutgers at home, at Maryland. They can win 10 games. They can win 10 games with that schedule. And I would imagine, though, if they got into the playoff, they might get smacked around, because I don't know if they're a playoff team as far as their roster goes. But that schedule, with Matt Campbell being the excellent head coach that he is, Rocco Becht being the veteran quarterback that he is, Penn State is always good on the lines of scrimmage. They could easily win 10 games with that schedule.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that would be, a very good. I mean, even let's say they play better than expected, get to 11-1. I mean, you're probably playing, depending on which game you lose, you're probably playing in the Big Ten championship game at a minimum in your first year.
Because I'll tell you this,
you win that.
Oh yeah. Well, the one thing, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but the one thing, there's a lot more, and I really got on the Big Ten for this past year, and people who are honest would say the same thing, that there weren't very many marquee games in the Big Ten last year. It was a lot of the top teams just beating up on the bottom half of the conference. Not this year. There's a lot more marquee games, a lot more bigger games. I'm really looking forward to and I mean this with all sincerity, I'm really looking forward to some of these Big Ten games, because you're going to see games that you haven't seen.